Room Service by K.W. Harris. Intro. Sitting back watching my little girl run around today is more than a man can ask for, especially the weekend we had. She just turned 11. Wow, how time flies. Not for me. I am going to soak up every ounce of her growing up. I am counting my blessings. I am also thinking about what Polly did. He broke every code in the streets a man could break. Men handle things amongst other men. You never put children in the middle of any business. Before I go any further, we need to go back a few days to the beginning. If I was not there, I would not have believed it myself. Chapter 1. Check. I knock on the door and say room service. I am posing as one of the bellhops at the Waldorf Astoria in Manhattan. I need to get into the room where Jeffrey Steinbrenner always meets up with his Thursday hooker Francine. Edna, his wife, hired me to catch him with his pants down so she can divorce him and not pay alimony. Her dad was some Wall Street guru that left her a mint. My daughter Amy, aka Baby Cakes, is the lookout for me. I told her to watch out for the maids. Don't judge. It's my weekend for her to stay with me. My ex is strict with my time. I could not miss the money or our time together. So, I merged them both. I opened the door with the pass I got off the other maid's cart. Okay, Amy, you stay at the door. Anyone who comes down the hall, I want you to knock on the door 3 times. Okay, Daddy. I walked through the living room. It looked a little messy. I'm thinking they must like it rough. Not my business. I get to the bedroom, and it was a bloodbath. Jeffrey naked and is lying in his own blood. 1 to the head, 2 to the chest, mafioso style. Simultaneously, Amy is knocking on the door. After the shock, I walk back to the door. Who is walking down the hall? My thorn in my flesh. That's who. Detective Lieutenant Rutledge. Amy. Yes, Daddy. Put your hands up. Then do whatever the police officer says to do. Okay. As I live and breathe. Is that Freddie G, New York's #1 private investigator? Freddie, what are you doing in room 3106? Rutledge, I ain't stupid. I can see a setup a mile away. You know why I am here. I see you brought Dumb and Dumber. Why I oughta. Rutledge tells Detective Birch to take it easy. Yeah, take it easy, Tubby, before you have a heart attack. Freddie, let's go inside. Amy, you stay with Birch and Williams. Yes, sir. Good girl. We walk into the bedroom. Rutledge was not surprised. It's as if he knew someone was dead in this room already. Now I am thinking to myself, is he on the take? No, not Rutledge. He snitched on me to the nuns for stealing cookies out of the pantry at summer camp. Freddie, you care to explain what happened here? Simple. I didn't do it. And I don't know who did it either. The door was opened, I let myself in, so I can catch Jeffrey in the act of cheating on his wife like always. To my surprise, he was dead. Rutledge, you know me. I don't even own a gun. I know, Freddie, but this looks bad. Put your hands behind your back. Rutledge, don't cuff me in front of my daughter. You owe me that much. Okay, Freddie. Officer Williams. Yes, Lieutenant. Take Amy home. Yes, sir. I walked to the door and said, Baby Cakes, I need you to go with these policemen. They are taking you to your mother. Daddy, I want to stay with you. I know, honey, but Daddy has to ride with the police to help figure out what happened to Mr. Jeffrey. Amy folds her arms and say, Okay, Daddy, I will, but I don't like not one bit. Give me a hug. Thanks, Rutledge. Now we are even for what you did to the drapes in the fellowship hall at St. Anthony's. Freddie, we swore an oath to never mention that ever again. I remember. My lips are sealed. Thank you. Now put your hands behind your back. Rutledge read me my Miranda rights. That's when it hit me. I am being arrested for murder. I still don't know the why and the how. Once I get to the police station, it will be time for me to call in a favor. He is not going to like me calling at this hour from lockup. Oh well, here's the deal. My old man worked for the family on the garbage trucks back in the day. Those were the days. Thank God my old pal Charlie is the CO on duty. Charlie, can I get my phone call? Sure, Freddie. I call little Polly. He was pissed. He said to me, after this we are even. The price for this one was too great. He hung up. About an hour later, Mr. Cabernetti, Polly's lawyer, showed up at the station. He used to be an underboss. The mob sent him to school to be a lawyer. The commish said he was too smart to be a goon. He walks to the back with a court order in hand signed by Judge Peltro. You gotta love New York. The only place you can wake a judge up in the middle of the night. Another former made man. Rutledge told Charlie to let me out. He is free to go. Rutledge is turning red like a radish. Charlie, you heard the man. I walked past Rutledge and spoke. You owe me dinner by sticking me in here. Why I ought to. Just get out, Freddie. I walked out the front door to Mr. Cabernetti's car. He says little Polly sends his regards. Tell him thanks, and I will see him at the Wednesday night card game. Good night, Freddie. Amy, let me tell you about my daughter Amy, aka Baby Cakes. She is one of one, that's for sure. That girl knew what she wanted to do from birth. Her mom and I thought after having 3 boys, there was no hope of us having a little girl. Apparently God thought different. From that day to this one, she has been either running behind them boys or picking up a wrench for me when I was under the car. I sit back and look at her and say how proud I am of how smart she is. She definitely did not get it from me. School cramped my style, so I left. As soon as I saw I could make some money getting watermelons out of the field back home in Virginia, I was out of there. Then I moved with my grandma in New York. That's when I went from Freddie G to Hollywood. Back then, education was not as important. Not for my baby girl. One day she might be president of a bank or something. She has the moxie, and there is no stopping her. I can do spirit. More importantly, I want to see her with her own family and children of her own. At 10, not yet. For now, no boys are allowed until she is 30 LOL. I almost forgot she is at the top of her class at the Kick Butt Butowski School of Martial Arts in Lower Manhattan. Chapter 2. Family. I go to the phone booth to call my daughter. Who picks up? You guessed it. My ex. She was waiting for me to call. She laid into me like a butcher to a hog. I just listened until she got tired. Then I said Amy was not in danger. It was a simple take pictures and go. Freddie, she idolizes you. I don't want her to get hurt or something else. Liz, calm down for you bust a blood vessel in your head. We may not be together anymore, but I will not let anything happen to my baby Cakes. I know. Now can you put her on the phone? Amy, it's your father. Coming. Hey daddy, how is my little girl doing? I am okay. You know I am not little no more. I will be 11 tomorrow. I remember. I was there when you came out of mommy's belly. Gross daddy, are you coming to my party? No, mommy will take care of it. I understand. I know you are busy. Do me a favor. Can you tell mommy to stop buying me those reduced Halloween cakes for my birthday? I laughed. Sure, honey. I will talk to her. Thank you, daddy. Love you. Love you too. Click. I wanted to go, but someone is playing for keeps. I cannot put my family in harm's way. I better solve this quickly, or she will be seeing me during visitation hours at Rikers. Little Polly bought me 24 hours at the most. Perry Mason would always say, follow the evidence. Funny thing, I don't have any. Or do I? I need to get back in that room. I sneaked up the back way to the room. It was still yellow taped up from yesterday. I opened the door and remembered how Jeff looked. He did not deserve that. He was a good dude. Jeff just loved the horses and the hookers. I took my flashlight out and started looking where old flat feet wouldn't. Behind stuff. Behind the headboard was clean. Well, not exactly clean, but not what I was looking for. A lot of condoms were back there. Jeesh. I flashed my light into the vent. There is something up there. I grab a chair to stand on. What do we have here? It was a little camera in the vent. Who was spying on Jeffrey? This looks like something out of a Buck Rogers show. I hear some guys talking in the hall. I hide on the balcony. They come in and go right to the vent. Baldy says the camera is gone. The other guy is pissed. He is tearing up the place. We gotta find it before the truth comes out. I know. Robbie, calm down, Carmine says. Let's figure this out. NYPD doesn't have it. Freddie G is locked up. Maybe the maid found it. Good idea. Let's go to the front desk and find out. Those 2 bobbleheads are feds. That's Carmine Masterson and Robert Kinsworth. FBI. As soon as they leave, I jet. Feet don't fail me now. It is time to get out of here. Chapter 3. Checkmate. I finally made it back to my co-op in Yonkers. Time for me and Jack Daniel on the rocks to chill with a fake Cuban cigar I bought from Hector at the bodega. I exhaled the smoke, trying to figure out why would the FBI finger me for the murder. Still not enough evidence. How do I see what's on this video? I call my daughter. She is smarter than me. Hello. Hey kiddo, it's me. Hey daddy. What's up? You know anything about little cameras and stuff? Yes, sir. We are learning about them in class. They call it the wave of the future. We have a VCR on loan from the government. What is that? When people video stuff. It's how you can see it. Wow. I am getting old. Can you show me how to see what's on this camera? Yes. Daddy, we gotta break one of your rules though. Which one? The school is closed for the weekend. Time to break in. Okay, baby cakes. Just this once. I had no choice. My neck was on the line. We get to the school and go in through that ragged door in the gym. Amy hooked the camera up to the VCR and pushed the play button. Wow, this thing is in color. Times are surely changing. I see Jeffrey and Francine, his normal hooker on Thursday. Amy, turn your head. Next thing I know, little Polly shows up. Jeffrey jumps off the bed. He asked, "What are you doing here?" Polly says this is for sticking your nose into my business. 1 to the head and 2 to the chest. Polly did not know the FBI was keeping tabs on Jeffrey because he was skimming money off the New York Stock Exchange and blowing the dough on what else, hookers and horses. They got little Polly, the head of the family, by the balls. This still does not explain who set me up. Robbie and Carmine rush in guns blazing. Little Polly, you are under arrest for murder. Polly says maybe we can make a deal. He said, like what? I know something you don't know. We can trade. Okay, who is going to take the fall for this? I got the perfect patsy. He calls Edna, Jeffrey's wife. She was the one who set me up. That two-bit whore. Polly starts spilling the beans and admitted he was banging Edna. Jeffrey didn't care. Jeffrey came home early. While he was coming up the steps, he heard Polly getting loose with his mouth and told Edna he killed Fast Eddie by the waterfront. Jeff dipped out, but they saw his car leave the driveway out of the bedroom window. This is crazy. The feds, Polly and Edna are in on all this. Daddy, can I turn back around? Sorry, honey. Yes. This camera is plutonium. Not sure who to trust. I have to trust someone in fast. Rutledge is the only one. He is a lot of things, but a dirty cop ain't one of them. I dropped Amy off at her mother's. I called Rutledge and told him to meet me at Marcus Garvey Park in Harlem. Funny thing, we grew up together. Being poor never has a color attached to it. He took life way too seriously even as a kid. I love to laugh and joke. Eventually, we went our separate ways because of our differences. No matter what, he is still a kid from Harlem. And Harlem takes care of its own. Rutledge shows up by the swings. Freddie G, you ready to go to jail and save me the trip in hunting you down tomorrow? Funny, Rutledge. No, I think not. You see, I found me a get-out-of-jail-free card on this camera. Freddie, speak English, what are you saying? On this camera is the real killer and who covered it up. Can I trust you or not? I showed up, didn't I? True. Little Polly killed Jeffrey. He was ripping down his wife, and Pillow talked too much. Jeffrey overheard it. So, Polly killed him and set me up. Get this. The FBI is in on it also. Fat Rob and Carmine. My brother-in-law Carmine. Yeah, that one. I never liked that bum. He treats my sister like dirt. Little Polly walks up with my daughter. I jump up and say, Polly, what are you doing with my daughter? Rutledge reaches for his Roscoe. Rutledge, take your hand off that heat, or the girl gets it. Do as he say. One of my other agents on the take told me that Fat Rob and Carmine lost the camera. That's when I knew it was you. Always sticking your nose in other people's business. Polly, we grew up together. True, but I hated every minute of it. My dad loved you and your father more than his own family. I jumped at the chance to get you and my father back by locking you up. Let Amy go. She has nothing to do with this. On the contrary, she deciphered the video. I had one of my goons follow you to the school. Daddy, I am okay. Can I be me now? Okay. Polly says, what's that supposed to mean? This. Hiya. Amy sweeps his feet out from under him. She puts him in a chokehold until he passes out. Good night, Irene. We ran to her. Baby cakes, you alright? I am good, Daddy. My sensei taught me that when I was 5 years old. I might need some lessons. Rutledge handcuffs him and calls it into the precinct. He gets Edna picked up also. Amy, I am glad you are okay. I think it's time we both get into another line of work. Daddy, I agree. What are thinking about doing? My cousin Jimmy said they need bus drivers at Liberty Lines. Woo, Daddy, that is so cool. Really? Yes. I can catch your bus and ride for free. Yes, baby cakes, you sure can. The end.